We are going to convert verbal sentences into algebraic equations, but before we do that, let's create some vocabulary to identify from verbal sentences so it can help us to determine which operations we will use. We will start with addition. There are some keywords for addition. Here are a couple of them that I can think of. Sum, more than, plus, increase by, exceeds, add, greater than, total, in all, higher than, faster than. Feel free to pause the video to complete your notes. Here are some keywords for subtraction. When we see these in a word problem, we will know that it's referring to a subtraction operation. Slower than, lower than, minus, difference, less. Less than, we do a switch there to subtract. Decrease by, subtract, subtract from. These will all refer to a subtraction operation. Feel free to pause the video to complete your notes. Sometimes you will see words as product, times, double, triple, half, multiply, each of, groups of. These will refer to multiplication. Half can be multiplication and division, because multiplying by half is same as dividing by 2. So you might see half written as multiplication or division. Speaking about division vocabulary, you might see some division words as quotient, that's the proper one, divided by, ratio of, per, 1/2, 1/3, 1/4 of something. So these will all refer to division problems. Sometimes you'll see vocabulary for inequality. For inequalities, less than, that's our less than symbol. Less than or equal to could be no more than, at most, is less than or equal to. Those are some of the keywords for inequalities. Here are our keywords for greater than and greater than or equal to. Now we are going to look into writing verbal sentences as mathematical expressions. Our first one is 8 less than half a number. Because we don't know what number is, we will say that number is n. 8 less than half a number would be half a number minus 8. 7 squared increased by a number n. 7 squared means 7 to the second power. Increased by a number n means plus n. Increased by, that's addition. Our next example is number 3 here. The product of 4 and a number n is decreased for an, let me reread this. The product of 4 and a number decreased by 12 is 42. Product refers to a multiplication. When we start with product of something and something, that means two things are being multiplied. The product of 4 and this part. So those are the two things that are being multiplied. So I have 4 times that big blob. On the second part, we have a number decreased by 12. So a number decreased by 12 would be n minus 2. So the product of parenthesis n minus 2 is always refers to equal sign, is 42, and we make it equal to 42. Example number 4. 5 times the quantity of a number. Quantity refers to the parenthesis sign. 5 times, obviously 5 times which is multiplication. 5 times the quantity of a number, and 7 is at most 14, means no more than 14, which is less than or equal to 14. That's our less than or equal to sign. Example 5. 5 times a number added to 7 is at least 14. 5 times a number is 5 times n. Added to 7 is plus 7. Is at least 14 means this value must be 14 or more. This must be greater than 14. Greater than or equal to 14. So here's my greater than or equal to sign. Example number 6. 20 less twice a number. 20 less twice a number. This is referring directly to multiplication order matters. 20 less twice a number. 20 less twice a number is more than, that's inequality. The quotient means the division problem, order matters in question sentences. 15 and the same number. 15 and the same number. Here's my 15 and the same number in division form. Here's number 7. 4 less than a number is at least 25. 4 less than a number is at least 25 means it's going to be 25 or more. Here's my greater than or equal to 25. Now the difference between 20 less twice a number versus 4 less than a number is the than part. When you see the less than, we subtract the number later on, whereas when you see 20 less twice a number, you just subtract them in the given order. Number 8. Product of 8 and a number is at most 5 more than twice the same number. Product refers to a multiplication problem. 8 and a number, that's 8n, is at most less than or equal to 5 more than twice a number. 5 more than twice a number, or you could write twice a number and 5 more than that. Either way would be okay. Our last example, a number increased by 30 is greater than 50. Increased by 30 means added 30, and greater than 50 is, we use the greater than sign. Please feel free to stop the video wherever you need and go back to review whichever example you want to review on your own. Please make sure to ask questions in the class.